Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Incessant rainfall since last night causes threat of floods and inundation at various places. Arnico and Mid-Hill highways obstructed due to landslides. One person killed in Kaski in landslide-related incident. CPN UML to hold its secretariat meeting this morning. Discussions to be held on formation of the new government. Party chair KP Sharma Oli prepares not to include the post of Deputy Prime Minister in the new cabinet. 29 Palestinians killed and 58 others injured in an Israeli airstrike on a school built by the United Nations in southern Gaza. Hamas warns ongoing attacks may disrupt negotiations with Israel. And defending champions Argentina storm into the Copa America final, blanking Canada 2-0. Lionel Messi scores his first goal in Copa America 2024. Argentina to face Uruguay or Colombia. Incessant rainfall has been reported in different parts of the country, including the Kathmandu Valley. According to the Weather Forecasting Division, various places of Koshi, Bagmati, Madesh, Gandaki, Lumbini and Karnali provinces have been receiving incessant rainfall. The water flow in Bagmati, Bishnumati and Manohara, among other rivers, have increased as the downpour has continued since last night. The division has urged local residents living near river banks of Bar Ganga River of Kapilbastu to remain vigilant, citing the water level in the river had crossed the danger level. The Baglung Road section under the Mid-Hill Highway has been obstructed due to landslide triggered by incessant rainfall. Deputy Superintendent of Police at the District Police Office Baglung, Bijay Yadav, said that the landslide at Jhankristan Dudila Phati of Baglung's Gulkot Municipality 1 has obstructed the road section. Vehicular movement across East and West Rukum, Jajarkot, Nis and Burtingbang have been obstructed. The District Police Office has said as debris has been falling continuously, it has been difficult to clear the road section. Likewise, the Baglung road section under the Kali Gandaki corridor has remained obstructed for the past 4 days due to landslide triggered by incessant rainfall. Two-way vehicular movement has been obstructed in Pakucha of Dhulikhel Municipality 8 under the Arnico Highway due to landslide. Police have said that efforts were being made to resume vehicular movement. Meanwhile, 22-year-old Bhim Bahadur Thapa has died after a landslide buried his house in Kaski, while his mother has been rescued. Kantipur in Sudur Pashchim province has received record rainfall since the precipitation measurement began in Nepal 78 years ago. According to the Meteorological Forecasting Division, Kanchanpur's Dodhara, Hanumannagar and Sundarpur received the highest rainfall since 78 years on Sunday and Monday. As per the data collected at 9 a.m. Monday, Dodhara received 624 millimeters of rain, Hanumannagar received 573.6 millimeters, and Sundarpur received 555.8 millimeters of rain. This year's monsoon that had entered Nepal on 10th of June from eastern Nepal remained active between 28th of June and 8th of July. The Meteorological Forecasting Division has said that according to weather predictions as per the atmospheric data, satellite images and the weather model, the monsoon low pressure system remained stable for 2 days. However, effects of the westerly winds can be witnessed. The division attributed the maximum rainfall received by Kanchanpur to the eastern low pressure system that has remained active and the effects of the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. Prior to this, the highest precipitation of 516.2 millimeters was recorded in Hetauda on 13th of August 2017. The failure of local levels and government authority to reach out with rescue and relief activities has compelled flood victims in Chauferi settlements to go about 4 days without any food. Floods damaged their houses and kitchens, and the victims are just picking up from the disaster. More in this report.
75 years old flood victim Ram Harak Yadav of Bake went without any food for 4 days since his resting place was flooded.
कहाँ से खाना है, कहाँ बनावे, कहाँ का करे, कहाँ कुछ रही ना जा है, कहाँ बनावे है, और कहाँ खाए, ये कहो कि इतना यार वार 5 बटरा सटरा है जो तो वही करने बचा है जो फिर वही कहीं बना है तब आज भोजन मिला है।
ना नीचे भी बैठे ठाव, न ऊपर से बारिश आवे तो ठाव, नीचे पानी ऊपर से पानी, न घर।
Krishi Toferi settlement of Chitaipurba in Bake is surrounded by the Rapti and other rivers on all four sides. Although food waters have dried up, the region is still muddy for daily movements. Houses are still wet and many damaged houses are yet to be repaired. No government authority has reached this settlement for rescue or relief.
बियाड़ के पौधा लगावा गया है, वो सब पन पाड़ दही से अब बाली लगावे का समस्या थोड़ा पड़ेगा। अब बियाड़ लगावे अगर धान के अगर बीज अगर नहीं डाला जाता है तो खेती तो सारा पछेल गए।
Many of the locals in the settlement had been depending on others for living. Since the flooding, they have no food or money to sustain their lives.
कुछ घर में कुछ है नहीं, कहाँ रहा ठौर है नहीं, वहाँ का अगर है वहाँ रहा अगर है भवनवा में बैठ रहा अगर है 2 रोज और बहन हुई थोड़ा गल्ला पाती थोड़े हुई परा ले लेगा है खटिया गुंदरी तो सब हुई परा कुछ पकड़े बैठेगा कुछ नहीं।
खाना भी नहीं बनाओ व्यवस्था रहे कि कहूँ खाना बना लिए एक मुट्ठा खाए के खा लिया जाए, खाना भला जीवन तो हो जाए कुछ पेट में, ये के भी व्यवस्था नहीं रहा है। तो अभी निकला है 2 दिन हवा पानी निकले तब चूल्हा ला के रखा गया है बाहर, तो इतनी ऊंच जगह है तो पानी निकलेगा तो हल्का सुखाएगा तो इटी रख दिया गया, वही से खाना पीना बनावा जाता है।
खाना तो 4 दिन के बाद खावा जाता है, ज़्यादा पानी रहा है इस वजह से कोई बना के ठाव नहीं रह गया, चूल्हा चक्की सब भचक गया, बासन भाड़ा भी नहीं रह गया।
घर कुरिया सब गिर गया है, दाल चावल गेहूँ मसूर अरहर सब ये सब बाढ़ में बह गया है, टटिया फरकी सब चला गया है। 4 दिन से भी खाना नहीं खावा गया, आज खाना खावा गया है।
Majority houses in Krishi Toferi were inundated few days ago, damaging much of their homes.
14 domestic tourists who had trekked to Tisho Rolpa Glacial Lake have been stranded for the past 6 days after the flood in Rolwalling River. The trekkers who had reached Solukhumbu from Dolkha have been stranded in the tourism village of Na in Gaurisankar Rural Municipality 9 following a landslide in between Na and Beding. Chief District Officer Tuvaraj Pokhrel said that a team of security personnel who had gone to rescue the tourists have returned after the flood swept away a bridge and caused damage to the trekking route. They have also not been airlifted due to unfavorable weather condition. Pokhrel said that the rescue operation has been difficult as communication system has been affected. He said that the condition of the local residents in Na and Beding is unknown due to lack of communication. The administration has said that the locals of these 2 villages have rations sufficient for a week and has made preparation to deliver relief immediately after the weather improves. The flood in Rolwalling River had swept away 8 hotels, while 1 individual has been missing since then. Meanwhile, in Udaipur, 9-year-old Rupkala Magar of Kabu in Triyuga Municipality 15 has died after her house was buried in landslide, while her mother and brother have been injured. 7 other houses are also at risk. Majority parts of Sunsari and Morang have been inundated due to the incessant rainfall since last Monday. Water levels in the rivers in Sunsari's Chatara, Dharan, Itari and Morang's Kerabari, Letang and Sundar Heraicha have crossed the danger level. The flood has inundated a dozen industries in the Sunsari-Morang industrial corridor. Bodies of 2 male and 1 female have been recovered from the banks of Narani River in East Nawalparasi. Police have suspected that the individuals were swept away by flood. Likewise, 54 houses in Fatehpur of Saptari's Saptakoshi Municipality 2 have been inundated by the flood in the Triyuga River. The secretarial meeting of CPN UML that has geared up to form a new government by forming an alliance with Nepali Congress is scheduled to be held this morning at the party office in Chiasal, Lalitpur. CPN UML has said that the meeting is to dwell on issues including the recent political development and the new government. The party has also begun legworks to select leaders for ministerial appointments in the new government that is said to be led by CPN UML chairperson KP Sharma Oli. Today's meeting is set to decide the names of candidates for ministerial posts. Prior to this, an agreement had been reached between Nepali Congress and CPN UML to allocate 9 ministries to the latter. Today's meeting will set criteria to be appointed ministers and shuffle responsibilities among the leaders amid the changing political scenario in the country. Nepali Congress President Shrrestha has also held unofficial talks with leaders from his party regarding selection of names for ministerial posts. All three tiers of the government have prioritized basic health services following the COVID-19 pandemic. The government includes plan to provide accessible and effective health services to people in its policies and programs and the budget annually. However, residents of Simta rural municipality in Surkhet are still deprived of basic health services. There are 13 health institutions, including 8 health institutions, 1 basic health center, and 4 community health centers. However, none of them provide lab testing and video X-ray services. Due to this, the locals have been compelled to reach Gurbakot, which is at a distance of 2 hours by foot, and the district headquarters, Surkhet. The health institutions in Simta that have been providing services based on speculations usually refer patients to other hospitals. The local authority, meanwhile, claims of having ensured accessible health services to the locals. The authority said that a 15-bed hospital will come into operation from the upcoming fiscal year, which will provide services including video X-ray and lab testing. The Constitution has ensured the citizens' right to basic health facilities. However, the plight of the residents of Simta have been ignored by public representatives. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked people in several provinces why have local levels failed to monitor school fees. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
शुल्क लिएको अनुसार त्यो खालको फ्यासिलिटी छ कि छैन त्यो चाहिँ गएर स्थानीय तहको चाहिँ जनप्रतिनिधिहरूले गएर हेर्दै भएको भए चाहिँ यस्तो खालको प्रब्लम आउँदैन थियो।
प्रत्येक राजनीतिक दलका उच्च नेताका आफ्ना स्थानीय बोर्डिङहरू छन्। अब त्यो भएपछि शुल्क घटाउने भन्ने उनीहरूलाई चासो छैन। कानुनमा कागजमा उल्लेख भए नि कार्यान्वयन हुँदैन।
राजनीतिक अस्थिरता अब मान्छेहरू हरेक अब अहिले समाज देशको बारेमा सोच्न छोडिसके सबै आफ्नो आफ्नो गरिरहेछन्।
विद्यालयमा फी लिँदै पनि गुणस्तरीय शिक्षा दिन सकेको छ कि छैन भनेर उहाँहरूले आफ्नो जिम्मेवारीपूर्वक आफ्नो भूमिका निर्वाह गर्न नसक्नु भएको कारण चाहिँ उहाँहरूले चासो नै नदिनु भएको हो।
कुनै न कुनैसित गाँसिएको हुनाले त्यस्तो भएको हो। निस्वार्थ भावले कामै गरेका छैनन्। हेर्नु कुनै पनि निकायले गर्नुपर्ने जुन कर्म हो त्यो कर्म गरेको छैन।
राजनीतिक आस्थाका कारण पनि उनीहरूले चाहिँ नियमन गर्न सक्दैनन्।
स्थानीय तह तथा स्कुलको जुन म्यानेजमेन्ट छ त्यसको गैर जिम्मेवारीले गर्दा
राजनीतिक प्रभावको कारणले गर्दाखेरिमा चाहिँ नियमन हुन नसकेको हो।
विद्यालयहरूमा गएर टाइममा निरीक्षण गर्ने अब विद्यालय अनुसार पी रेसियोहरू निर्धारण गर्नुपर्ने हो, अब गर्दैनन्।
हाम्रो जुन चाहिँ जनप्रतिनिधिहरू छन् उहाँहरू पनि आफ्नो एउटा निजी विद्यालयहरू चलाएको हुनाले त्यस्तो लाग्छ।
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. What should be the priority of monetary policy? Your options are A, encourage productivity, B, stabilize interest rates, and C, real estate friendly policy. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the international updates. "29 Palestinians were killed in an airstrike by the Israeli army on a school built by the United Nations in the Abheudaya area of Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. Most of the dead were women and children, according to the health ministry run by Hamas. According to the ministry, 58 people were injured in the airstrike. It is said that those injured are in critical condition. The number of deaths is estimated to increase. The Israeli army attacked the school for the 4th time in 4 days. Thousands of refugees have been forced to flee after Israel intensified its attack on Khan Yunis. Hamas has said that after the Israeli army ordered the Palestinians to leave the area, there is no reason to negotiate and it will not lead to any conclusion. Meanwhile, the United Nations human rights body has said that the Israeli army was deliberately attacking Palestinians who were in a state of starvation and panic and has asked the Israeli army to withdraw. Hamas has warned that the ongoing attacks by the Israeli army will disrupt the negotiations between Israel and Hamas in Cairo, Egypt. Hamas has once again called on the international community to stop Israeli activities and urged protesters to hold a rally against the attack on schools. The Palestinian Red Crescent Society has said that humanitarian assistance has continued to experience difficulties. A court in Moscow has issued an arrest warrant against Yulia Navalnaya, the wife of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, on charges of extremism and put her on the most wanted list. According to Russian media, the court issued an arrest warrant against Yulia for her participation in the alleged extremist society. She is currently living outside of Russia. After the court decision, she will be arrested as soon as she sets foot in Russia. Upon receiving the news of the arrest warrant, Yulia reportedly wrote on her social network that Russian President Vladimir Putin was a murderer and a war criminal. Yulia had pledged to continue the work of her husband, opposition leader Alexei Navalny. She had met with many Western leaders, including U.S. President Joe Biden, in the past few days. Just this month, she was elected president of the Human Rights Foundation, a nonprofit organization that works to promote and protect human rights around the world, following which she came into Russian spotlight. Alexei Navalny was Russia's most important opposition leader for the past decade. He died in an Arctic Circle prison in February earlier this year. Russian officials claim that he died of natural causes. However, his wife says he was tortured and starved to death by Russian President Putin. Yulia was unable to attend her husband's funeral, which was held in March. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.